What up, man? Can you hear me
What's
okay?
up? Yes, I can hear you.
What's going on, brother? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good, man. Good, man. Eon in the building. What's going on, bro? Thanks for hopping on the channel and hopping in with me and just sharing your story with us today. I don't know what I'm about to find. We're gonna find out, man. So, first of all, you're from New York, right?
New York,
Nice, man. How long have you lived out there?
forever, man. Brooklyn, New York, forever. I grew up there,
Yeah.
went to school there, everything. Yeah, I'm a true Brooklynite.
Awesome, dude. Wow. Well, it's changed over the years, yeah?
Oh, yeah, it's
Quite a
changed.
bit.
It's changed a lot. Yeah, downtown Brooklyn with the stadium, Brooklyn Nets. It's
Yeah.
changed a lot. Yeah,
Your
it's
Nets
like
fan.
a
Yeah.
mini Manhattan.
Okay, I like it. Yeah, it's I mean, last time I went through Brooklyn. It was built out. I was surprised just how much things have changed. I mean, I've seen pictures, older pictures, and I go and visit, and it's like everything's new, it seems like.
It's new. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, all the
really
new
nice.
structures. Yeah.
Well, man, I'm just gonna dive right into it. Thanks for doing this and sharing your story. So I'm excited to dive in. So I guess we'll just start here, brother. What got you into day trading or trading in general? Like what was that first thing that kind of sparked your interest and made you jump in?
Well, actually, it was my brother-in-law about 10 years ago.
Hmm.
He introduced me to actually Forex. It
Hmm.
was like the days of, I don't know if you remember FXCM, that broker,
Okay.
where when you get slipped, you got to call them on the phone. You're actually talking to someone on the phone. Yeah,
Yeah.
Owanda and,
Okay.
those type of brokers like years ago. I was into stocks, but he's the one got me into Forex.
Mm.
And I started day trading Forex. You know, GBP USD,
Hmm.
GBP NZD, Euro USD, those pairs. But as far as like trading NAS 100, you can say I'm a newbie to that through the strategy. So like all the old stuff I know and I see patterns, old patterns all the time and stuff. I ignore that stuff because I'm a newbie to NAS 100 and SPX SPY.
So like before you got into this group with us, what was trading like for you?
I did pretty well. I did well trading like double tops and double bottoms.
Hmm.
With systematically too. Like top down analysis, making sure the higher time frames line up with the lower time frames, and I would look for like patterns, M and W patterns with using the 50 and the 200 EMA. Look for the pattern bouncing off of the M. The MAs, and I would stick to that. I was pretty good at that high win rate, but I would struggle with the one day giving everything back. You
Hmm.
know, like I'm so used to winning that the one day that I have to take a loss, I would not accept that loss. So what I like about Crazy Horse is that we can switch our bias. So even if I take a first loss or a second loss, I still have a probability of winning in the other direction. So this strategy is amazing. I mean, amazing. With being able to switch up your bias and the dynamic money management.
Hmm.
Oh man, like you said before, the probability is higher. If it didn't go this way, it didn't go this way. Well, most likely the probability is high. So now I can
Hmm.
increase my size and
Yeah.
make up for those two losses and still stay within a decent risk management where you're not going to blow up.
Yeah. So man, that's a lot right there to unpack because what you just basically told me was like instead of just like basically entering because an entry model, right? ICT 2022, whatever it might be, right? The
Yeah,
the Judas swing, whatever it might be, right? There's so many different entry models, but like you're basically saying, hey, look, we have an entry model, but like the direction for the day, the bias for the day, it keeps you in the game. So you pretty much have a trade idea, not
Absolutely.
just an entry model. And then that's obviously like I preach this, and you're kind of, I love the fact that you said dynamic money management because like that's the thing I'm hoping I get across to people. It's like you do not just risk 1% per trade. You'll never grow your account if you do that. So I'm really happy to hear you say that. So let me ask you, because I don't know exactly where you like first saw me and whatever. I'm sure it was online, but like what made you sort of dive in and jump in with us? Like, what was that tipping point?
So I went to YouTube University, right? Because I just started getting into the interests of NAS and SPY, right?
Right.
So I went there and I learned to trade the orb, right? I
Yeah.
just took a YouTube strategy. I said,
Yeah.
let me test this out. And I started trading the orb, but I didn't have the orb in a system, right? And I was having
Mhm.
success with it already.
Were you just doing
But
like the
just
break, like the
I
just
was
right when it
just, yeah,
breaks?
I would wait
Okay.
for a 5 minute break
Yeah.
in either direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would set my stop loss and that's it.
Yeah.
But
That's
I
what a lot
guess
of
at the
people do.
time I started, it was taking off. I got a lot of days that would just fly with Trump
Sure.
and,
Yeah. Yeah. You,
and it was
yeah.
great at that time.
It was
And
like
then
2 weeks where like it didn't fail. It's like it was on fire for a minute. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So I guess the algorithm picked it up and I came across you and I was like, oh my God, he has a system around. If I'm doing this well, imagine if I imply what you're teaching. And
Yeah.
once I
Yeah.
combined it together, man, it was
So what's that biggest shift that you've seen now that you're in and you kind of see like what's the biggest shift in how you see the market like since joining? What's that been like? Like the biggest shift that you could say you've seen?
well, I think it's really the edge in this
Mhm.
group that we have that you created the edge for us with the dynamic money management.
DMM.
That's the
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, we have an edge. We have an edge. It's just, you know, each trade is gonna have a little bit different intuition because
Sure.
of how
Yeah. Of
long you've been on the
course.
charts.
Hmm.
Some,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to know how much more you're gonna risk, due to your experience. But
Absolutely.
we all have the edge, and we all have to apply it. It's just
Yeah.
sticking to the system.
Have you done a lot of
Sticking to the
back
system.
testing, Eon? Have you?
Oh yes, yes, and
I got to
that
ask you a
I
quick
did.
question. This is sidebar.
Mhm, mhm.
Have you ever lost more than 4 times in a row?
With the strategy, I only had one red day. One red day.
How about just back testing? Like just straight up like
Oh
lose, 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 lose. Have you ever done that? Have you ever
no,
did-
no, no,
I'm just curious.
not
I'm gonna
at all.
start asking people what's the most like 2 times, 3 times in a row? Like what's the most you've counted? Three?
Maybe 2 times in a row. Because I also, I trade Asian session and
Yes. Yeah.
I trade gold with
Yeah.
with this strategy in the Asian session.
Yeah. I
And
know
when I
you've been
back
doing
when
that.
I back test the crap out of it over the weekends, and
I know you've been posting in
it
the group.
was it was
Yeah.
just like no
Yeah.
losers. This thing on gold.
I'm like a fan. I'm gonna start trading the Asia like gold in the Asia. I swear, man. I'm you're leading the group tonight, right? Or no, no, that's somebody else. But
No,
they're
somebody else. Yeah.
yeah, but they're gonna be leading it tonight. I'm excited. It's the first one. But so let me ask you this: what's one moment? Okay, if you can think, if you can't, that's fine. That sort of clicked for you, either on the chart or mindset. Can you think of a moment that clicked for you?
As far as the strategy, like
Sure. Yeah.
like an aha moment or
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, when I passed my eval in 6 trading days, I was like, no, 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 this is it. This is it. Because you know how difficult it is. But
Yeah.
I'm using CFDs, right? So I have more flexibility. The
Yeah.
futures, it's kind of hard with futures because of the drawdown they give you.
Right.
The drawdown is not really great. So you know,
And when did you join? Like what, how long you been in the group? Like
probably
what?
going on 4 weeks now, maybe close to
Like a
four
month.
weeks. Yeah, like a
Yeah,
month.
I see you on the leaderboard. That's why I reached out to you. 'Cause I was like, he's very active. I wonder how he's doing. And I'm interviewing like all the people on the leaderboard is the idea.
Yeah.
So let me ask you just how's the vibe in the group? How would you describe the vibe of the Midas Touch group and like the support you've received so far? Just be completely honest.
The vibe in the group is great. They have for the people that are active, very supportive. People even reach out to me, in the DMs in the group too, and
Because
I'm
they
here
see you
to,
active, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like somebody
That's
started
cool.
trading. I don't want to say their name because I don't know if they want me to
Yeah,
say
sure,
their
no
name,
problem.
but someone reached out to me and he was like, "Will I take him under my wings and stuff and like that?" And I was like, hey,
Wow.
he's not under the wings, but I'm here for
Yeah,
any time anyone
yeah.
DMs me, for the Asian session because they see me trading it very active, and I'm here for anyone that that needs help.
You better be there in that. That's in the calendar tonight. You know that, right?
Oh, it's there in the calendar
It's in
tonight.
the calendar, bro. Yeah,
Okay,
be
okay,
in there. Hit
all
him
right.
up. I forget who asked Troy to lead it and to take it on, but he's like,
Also, Troy is leading.
no, no,
Okay.
no. A
Uh,
guy in our group. I don't remember exactly who it was, but they reached out to Troy and was like, "Hey, can we do an Asian session?" And so you got to link with him, man. Yeah, let him know you want in. But it's in the calendar, man. It's gonna be a butter link, so I think it's like come off a mute. You can talk, and it's very informal or whatever.
okay, awesome.
So if someone's on the fence, right? They're watching this video, they're like, "This is great. It worked for Eon. He's been trading for years." I mean, I just literally interviewed Steven yesterday, and he's like, he'd just been trading like what 2 months like total, bro. He's never traded Forex or any of that. And so like they're looking at you saying, great, it works for Eon. But if someone's watching this right now, like wondering if this is legit, what would you say to them?
All right, guys. I am actually talking to Mike right now, right? So
I
he's not
am an
some
AI.
guru that's like just making a course and you just go and take the course and that's it. You can reach out and touch. Then you
Yeah,
have a whole community. You have guys like me and other guys in the community that you can vibe with. You can get ideas. You can share things with. You have real people here that been through it already and just
yeah,
want to see a success. So it's real, and we have an edge. Just like some strategies, they don't have an edge at all. It's just
yeah.
just mechanical, and you don't have trade ideas to be creative. Like with this, you can be creative.
That's such a
So
good way to put it, man. I'm so
yeah.
glad you said that. That's how I feel. Um, okay, so last question. I'll make this short and sweet. Where does Eon see himself in 6 months? Where do you see yourself if you just kind of kept doing what you're doing now? And I know a lot of people are asking, are you trading demo? They're in their mind, they're going, is he on a demo? Is he trading live real money? Are you trading just prop? So maybe answer that question first, and then where do you see yourself in 6 months?
All right. So I'm trading prop, and I'm using the prop payouts. My plan is to use the prop payouts to fund my personal,
Okay,
right?
cool.
Or do a mixture of
Yeah.
both.
Okay.
So in 6 months, my plan is to achieve maybe 1 million in funding,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And then use then my targets will drop lower because 1 million in funding, all you need is about
Yeah.
1% per month.
Yeah, man.
And you got
Yeah.
6 figures a year, and then you fund your personal account and then get rid of those guys. They're not really there for you 100%, but it's the game, you got to play the game.
Yeah.
Um,
And you've been trading props before, right? This is not your first.
no, this is not my
Yeah.
first.
Just to let
With prop.
everybody know.
I traded props that went down, they
And
went
you trade
under.
live money with Forex for a long time. Because usually I will
Right.
say don't trade props first, just because, man, you're most likely never going to get it. Less than 3% of all prop traders ever get a payout, ever. So just like live money, get profitable, right? Come do this strategy, go with the demo first and get like lock it in. He got it real quick because he's been trading for a long time. And then move into like where all the rules are against you, basically. So I just want to throw that out there. Awesome, dude. So that's what you're trading now. Prop, you're building it up. So where do you see yourself in 6 months?
6 months,
$1 million in,
$1 million in
yeah,
funding.
that I think you can
Uh,
achieve that.
yeah, million in funding, and then funding my personal account and then building that. And then from there, just basically going full time with this,
He's
full
saying
time.
Eon saying from there I'll have a YouTube channel. I'll go ahead and take students and yeah, be the coach, another coach in the Midas Touch. Okay,
Hey,
got it,
I'll be a coach because this is the
man.
this is the squad. This is the
Yeah,
team. Like it's
yeah,
nowhere, I found my edge. Like I can
yeah,
honestly say the other strategies I had, it had minor edges, but nothing that's flexible like this to be creative.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Eon. Thank you, man. Thank you for being on the channel. We got to talk more. I want to follow up with you in 6 months to see where you're at. And yeah, man, no pressure. Just have fun and make money and keep the edge alive, baby. Anything else you want to say? Any last words that you want to put out there in the universe?
Just, if you're on the fence again, you guys just jump. You have to take a chance, and you have an actual real coach here, two coaches, a whole community behind you. Just take the leap, take the leap. Get down with the squad. I'm there. We there crushing it every day.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You know,
scared. There's a lot of people scared, Ian. A lot of people are
scared.
just like, man, I'm
It's
just
a
gonna,
lot out there
yeah,
in the trading community.
yeah.
You got people, even pretending to be you and
Mm.
coming in your DMs and
Yeah, that's
saying that
crazy. I've seen that.
yeah, they came at me, and I was like, no, this is not Mike, so
What is your wallet address? All
oh,
right,
you
man.
all right, thanks a
You
lot.
guys listen to Eon. He knows what he's talking about. All right. Thank you
All
guys for
right,
tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Eon, thank you too, bro. Peace.
thank
Ciao.
you.
Later.
Take care.
See you
All
guys.
right.